Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at Grok versus ChatGPT and see which particular option is the better one for you. Now, here's the thing between both of them. They're both essentially trying to do the exact same thing. They're trying to go through and they're trying to be like a chatbot that answers questions, generates different content, and they're both relatively the same. They all both offer, more expensive models and more expensive options that you can have. But for the most part, one is a little bit easier to use, where the other one might be a little bit more complicated, but even then it's not super complicated. And here's basically how it works. Number one, when you're looking at both, they both do the exact same thing, like I mentioned. They're both just chatbots and they both give you the same type of experience. ChatGPT is powered by the whole entire GPT models that they've created. These are very solid models. They're really good. And I feel like these are almost the industry standards. These are like the iPhones or the Samsungs of chatbots. With Grok, this is part of xAI's team. I feel like with these models, they're maybe not as good as ChatGPTs or GPT, models in general, but that's because I think, GPT models are getting more funding. So over time, they'll just get better and better. Both of these will get better and better. The big thing with ChatGPT though, is that because it is like a separate application or you have to go onto like a separate website, I could see why it's not really that big of a deal, but it's maybe like one more step you have to do to use the application. Whereas if you're already on X, you can already get access to Grok literally straight within the application. So that could be a nice thing depending on, who you are. But if you don't use X anymore, then you'll still have to go ahead and go into some sort of website or some sort of other area to basically use Grok. So either way, it's really not that big of a deal, but you're going to have to experience it either way. Now, another very big thing to kind of keep in mind here too, is that between both, they both relatively do the exact same thing. There's dedicated applications for both. You can go through and ask it general questions. You can ask it to do things. You can ask it to reply to certain things. It's a chatbot at the end of the day. And I do think that is a really cool thing between both. With Grok, the main integration, the main way you go ahead and use it is within X. Although it does have its own website, I think it's mostly dedicated for X. And if you're somebody who posts a lot on X, another really cool thing is that you have the ability of going through and, basically replying to threads and asking more information via the Grok bot. And you can actually tag Grok in those types of replies, and it'll actually reply to you things about that tweet. So it's actually pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. With ChatGPT, it's a little bit different. There's a lot more capability with ChatGPT in my personal opinion, just because it's been around for so much time relative to chatbots, AI chatbots. And because so many people are just always thinking about ChatGPT first when they think of like AI tools, I feel like Grok doesn't get as much attention, therefore it doesn't get as much funding, therefore it doesn't have as many features. But ChatGPT is, I would still say, the industry standards, and you have a lot of APIs that can connect to this. Including Microsoft Azure, because Microsoft is funding ChatGPT. So that right there's another super, super important thing to keep in mind there from that particular side as well. From what I've seen, in my personal opinion, right now with Grok, the actual model, you can use it for free if you want. You can also, get replies for it completely for free within X. But you do have to have like an X Premium Plus subscription, and it's, I guess, only, included only for top tier X users. So if you're not a top tier X user, then kind of keep that in mind. With ChatGPT, it's completely free, but if you want the higher end model, the GPT-4 model, then that will be about $20 a month. So if that seems like an annoying thing for you, then you're just going to have to kind of keep that in mind when it comes down to it from that side. So between both, I think ChatGPT is my favorite one. That's the one I'm going to continue to use. But you might be a fan of Grok, and if you have any thoughts on this, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.